feel the magician's assistant in their dream. Oh, oh, when they come unstuck, lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your lifting hand. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra and I've been on a 5-month EF high school exchange here to County Cork in Ireland. And today I'm actually joined with a really good friend I met in Ireland. Hello!
Yeah, I'm Lena, and the same as she, like, I stayed in Ireland for 5 months, and yeah.
And today we're just gonna answer some basic questions you might have about going abroad. And yeah, kind of a little Q&A. Okay, so the first question we want to start with is, why did you go on an exchange?
Basically, I think we had a presentation in school, and I suddenly got really interested in getting away from home, actually, because I've only been home all my life. So, and I was like, ooh, this would be great, because I'm really interested in English and everything, you know, just basic.
Just like
basic.
new culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like for me, like my dad always told me I can go abroad, like since I'm a little child, when I'm about 16, so I always wanted to experience like a new culture and just get to know new people that might have a completely different mindset, I suppose.
Okay, second question would be, where did you stay exactly, and why was this your choice?
So, as I mentioned before, I stayed in Ireland, down in the south, in a county called Cork. And there I stayed in a little village called Cantark. And Ireland was basically my choice because I've been there before, the summer holidays before I actually went to Ireland with my parents. And I quite like the scenery, the nature, and especially the people, because everyone's so friendly and talks to you immediately that I just really wanted to go there. And I was in love with the Irish accent. How about you?
Yeah, actually, I feel like you're gonna have good answers, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. I originally wanted to go to England, but then I was told for this time there is no possibility to go to England, at least not with EF. So I chose Ireland because I was like, okay, I don't want to go to America, but Ireland seemed quite nice. Also, I heard a lot about the country and that it's like beautiful, and it really was.
So, did you have any problems understanding everyone at the beginning?
I did, actually, until the end. The brother of my host mom, when he spoke, it literally sounded like he was speaking in Irish and not in English.
Oh, yeah.
So he was at our house for Easter dinner, and he was talking and he was asking me questions, and I had to ask him to repeat those questions like a million times. That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, I kind of had this as well. Like, there's just a couple of people that have a really strong accent. And, like, once I, like, kind of was a waiter, we had, like, work experience from school. There was this really old man who was a farmer. And he actually said that the dinner was fine, but I couldn't understand him, and I sent another waiter. And she came back and was like, yeah, like, he only said that the, like, food is all fine. And I thought he's complaining or something. And it was so hard for me to understand, but anyways, just ask.
You never told me that.
Yeah, I was really embarrassed. I thought he's like complaining. I was like, I need this and this and this. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know what he wants. And I don't know, I didn't want to be rude as a waitress, obviously, so I sent someone else. But yeah.
How was your first day in Ireland?
My first day, so my very first day actually, I arrived at like 3 o'clock approximately, I think, and I had to stay at the airport for another 2 hours because I had to wait for other exchange students to be on the same bus with them and go down to Mallow, where my IC picked me up. And I remember I got out of the bus and I was like, I don't know how she looks like exactly, I feel like I just can't remember anymore. But she came immediately up, and I got in this car with, there were like other exchange students because she had exchange students herself. And I was so confused because they were talking really fast and in this like proper Irish accent. I was so tired that sometimes I didn't know whether they were asking me a question or someone else. And then like she kind of showed me the school a bit and around town. I was like, this is so confusing, even though my town was really small.
Yeah.
And then like when we actually parked in front of my home, everyone was like, oh my god, I know how excited you are. I can remember it's only half a year ago that I was in the same position. And I just stood there, I was like, oh my god, am I supposed to be more excited or less? Am I supposed to be more nervous? I don't really know. And I just got outside the car and I was just standing in front of the door. I was like, is that like the moment I meet my host family now? I was like, is this happening? And then like we knocked and I just could not wait until the door opened. I was like, is it gonna open? Are they probably not home? I don't know. And then like my host parents greeted me immediately. I was sort of confused though when I came inside because I was asking them where to put my shoes. And normally in Austria we say like, oh, leave them on, but we don't mean it. So I was like, oh, just tell me, where shall I put them? She was like, no, leave them on. Until I actually realized like, oh yeah, they have their shoes on. And we just had like dinner together and it was really nice. And I was a bit confused when I got to bed and woke up again. I was like, where am I? But in general, I think it was a good day. For you?
Yeah. That's gonna be annoying in the video.
I know.
Okay. For me, first day was kind of like yours. We arrived at the airport sometime in the afternoon. There was a bunch of students flying in the same plane as me because I came from Vienna and that's where most students come from. Also, I came one day later than Cassandra here. And basically, we had to wait at the airport for like 4 hours because there was an Italian girl. She came back from Italy because she was home for Christmas. Christmas. It was home for Christmas, and we had to wait for her. So we arrived really late at our host families, and I got also picked up. I think I got picked up by the same person as you.
Yeah, probably.
And I was also very tired. And when I met my host family, it was just my host mom that was awake. But she was really nice, and she greeted me. And I just got my suitcase upstairs, and I fell into the bed and slept. So, how was your host family?
So basically, I lived with a 25-year-old woman with her boyfriend and her 2 children. And the amazing thing about my host mom was that she was like my best friend. We could talk about everything, and I talked so much to her that a lot of people told me afterwards I sound like her, but just like I was like the younger version probably. And I was really excited to as well have host siblings, as I'm an only child in Austria. And it was incredible. It was so amazing. My small host brother started to walk when I was there, and it was just like, you just really get a second family. Obviously at the beginning it's probably like you don't know how much can you share, like are there certain times they probably want to be on their own, but really just go downstairs and talk to them because you can learn so much from them. And I'm still in contact and I genuinely love them. How about you? How about your host family?
I really love my host family. It was just a mother with her 2 children, and I'm still in contact with them, obviously, and they're just so sweet. The children were 7 and 3 years old, or 4. Oh no, it was 4. 7 and 4 years old, and the 7-year-old really accepted me, and he was doing so much with me. And there was another exchange student from Italy in my in my host family, and honestly, the 7-year-old didn't like her as much as me. And yeah, I'm still sending them birthday presents and Christmas presents and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And yeah, thanks as well for you.
Yeah,
join me here.
Having me.